Hello there, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel and thank you for viewing this video. Today I'm going to discuss a particular automation problem that I have been working on as an experiment project this week. So as you know, I'm in India and there has been a lot of coronavirus news over here with the second wave gripping the entire nation by surprise and all. So the hottest trend now is to get vaccinated. Okay, and to get vaccinated you have to basically go to this government portal. You have to log in with your phone number and then you have to find a schedule and the location that matches your requirement, and then you have to book your appointment. So now the problem is we have a lot of people in India, and whenever we try to log in or go in and try to book, so mostly you will find that the slots are already booked. This is because of too much traffic, or should I say a lot of people trying to get in. There are some other agencies, hospitals which are also allocating slots. So the best way is like a competition, like who gets in first is able to book a vaccination slot. So, and for common people, as you can understand, you have to always be aware that you have to get in and keep checking the status, because you don't get a notification from the portal or through the application. So it's up to you to log in and keep checking if slots are available. Now there are some third-party services, social service developers nowadays who have created Telegram channels and all, in which you get a notification. But personally I have seen there is a slight amount of time delay sometimes even there. So here what happens is around 5 to 10 minutes of delay can really cost you the seats. So you need to get in as fast as you can. So what we have done here is what you see on the screen right now. This is the government portal. Okay, and here what happens is you enter your phone number, then you press get OTP, and a one-time password gets sent to your registered phone number. This phone number you have to register here first, and then you sign in to look for the slots. So when the OTP goes to the phone number, you need to enter the OTP over here, and then you'll be able to get in. So once you are in, you can find a button called schedule against your registered name, and when you click on that, you will be taken to the next screen where you can search for vaccination centers by pin code, by city, district, etc. Okay, so here this is the system that I have built for automating this entire workflow, so that I don't need to manually do these things. So what happens is, as you can see here, so we have a couple of elements. We have the handset, your phone, mobile phone, okay, and on that we have Telegram installed. We have a custom Android application installed that I have developed, and then we have the Amazon SNS service on the cloud, on Amazon Cloud, and you have some subsidiary services like Amazon API Gateway, which also works with this. And here we have the Gmail. We have the CoWIN. This is CoWIN is the name of the service. This is CoWIN automation program. This is the one that is done in Python. This basically interacts with most of the stuff here. So let me quickly describe the workflow. So what happens is we load the website using Selenium for Python with headless Chrome and some default configuration. Okay, and this goes and loads the registration page that you just saw before. So then you get this message, enter mobile number. So here the Python program enters my phone number and it presses the submit button, get OTP button. Now the OTP is sent to my Android smartphone, My Android smartphone has a custom Android application which intercepts SMS coming from this portal, okay, and it pushes it to a API endpoint that is defined by the API gateway, Amazon API gateway. So when the message is sent, the OTP is sent along with a JSON payload. The gateway then uses Lambda function to push it to a topic of SNS gateway. Amazon SNS is for simple notification service, and this in turn has certain subscriptions that you have to create with that. I have created a subscription of email, which is my Gmail account, and the notification gets delivered to the subscriber, which is my email account. So what happens is, once this happens, the program is actually sleeping. The Python program is actually sleeping for a definite period of 15 seconds or so after it gets makes the OTP request, and then it goes back to the email and it tries to look for the OTP from the portal, or should I say from the API gateway by subject. So once it locates the OTP message, the email, it reads the email, extracts the OTP data and deletes the email. Now the OTP data is entered in the next form on the page, and we press the login button. The page gets logged in. It goes to the next screen where we have to pick candidates for whom we have to schedule an appointment. So then we click the schedule button against my username, and most of these things is done using XPath. Then we have now once we have done this, so we'll be getting a screen where we have two options. You can enter a PIN code, or you can enter your state and district by the drop down. So I select PIN code. So I enter my PIN code, or should I say the program enters my PIN code, and then it hits search. The search results come back as a AJAX XHR request. Then we click on a button, filter button, which is saying 18. We have age 18 plus, age 45 plus. So I select 18 plus, and then we get filtered results where I can see vaccination centers at my PIN code for my age group. So then what I do is I take a snapshot of that, like a screenshot, and I push it to Telegram service, okay, and that gets delivered to my smartphone. Now this is just for a demonstration. I can go further and I can actually take the JSON request, JSON response that come back from the actual request being made when you hit search, and there I can find actual data such as how many slots are available and all that. So for visual data, I'm taking a screenshot, okay, and this entire thing continues let's say every 5 minutes or so. So we can always improve that by making sure that only when there's a slot available, it will send me a screenshot, and that basically alerts me so that I can get in and do the booking myself. There's also a possibility for booking it automatically, okay, but I haven't coded that in because I don't want to take a risk. I am already registered for a vaccination at a different place, so I don't want to hamper that right now. So this is basically the system and how it works, okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the program once here, okay. This is the program. I'm just going to show you quickly. So here we are loading some data from the configuration, okay, and we are triggering the code. Here we start the headless Chrome with all the necessary options. Here we load the page, okay, enter the phone number, okay, enter the phone number, click the button and all. And here we have some sleeps, as you can see. This is to pause a little so that it gives time to render the object and click the button without causing issues. If you remove these sleeps, you can see you'll have some problem trying to click before the button is available and so on. And using Chrome, you can actually select the item by inspecting them and select the XPath for it. So that is how it's easy to know which button to click. The XPath for the button that you're going to click, a button or any element for that matter of fact. Okay, so this is how it happens. And here, after we get the screenshot, we return it to the calling function. Okay, and here in between it makes email call. So this is where we use the email address, and here I don't pass the password exactly. This is the app password. If you go to your Gmail security section, you will see you can generate password for application login. So that will give you a code which is replacement for your password basically, and that can be used for applications. Okay, don't use your own password. So this is how it is checking by subject. Here you can see if it finds Cowin, because I'm sending this from Lambda. So if it finds this, it knows this is the email, and it will try to extract the JSON data from it and then the OTP from it. Okay, and then we purge it. We send that email to the trash so that it doesn't get cluttered over time. So this is pretty much it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run the program once and show you how it works. So now I'll be showing you the program in action by running it in the debugger. So let's wait for it to start. It's actually set to schedule to run as a cron. So here we have it running now. You can see it's saying entering phone number to request OTP. OTP has come to my device. Now it has received the OTP through the email. It is entering the OTP into the website, preparing to look for available schedules. Now it's entering my PIN code to look for specific vaccination centers around my location, capturing the appointment schedule screenshot and sending it to my device via Telegram. So here if I click on this, I can see I have received a image. Okay, and this is basically saying 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th all booked, and then 10, 11, 12 not yet scheduled. So the moment I get a notification on time, I'm supposed to see this in green, and that's when I do the booking. You can see here these are the filters, 18 plus, 45 plus and all that. So that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this was educational and helpful to you.